So what is up, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon. I mean, if y'all hear that noise, that is cold start on the M3. My name is Calvin, Noah Drive 229. I'm headed to the Atlanta E90X meet. So all the, I think it's mostly 335s, 328s, built out of course, you know. And then a few M3 guys, they always like to crack on this. So I'm gonna head out there and see if I can piss off some 335 guys today. So as you can see, guys, the weather is lovely for a Beamers meet. See if I can get some of these cars for y'all. 335, a couple M3s. I had to grab the camera because there's a guy with a GT2 that's actually about to, GT2 Master Shaft exhaust that's actually about to dyno, and I want to hear it, and I want y'all to hear it. So give me the mod list again.
It's just AFE, power, air intake box, and a Meister Shaft titanium exhaust.
Oh, 93 octane, right?
Yes, sir.
412 is stock, right?
Everything else is stock.
Yeah, 412 would be the stock crank number. So
no tune. Right?
It's 414. Yeah, no tune.
No tune. On a dyno jet. I think these are 20s too. Are these 20s?
Yeah, 20s.
Got the manual on y'all, guys.
every day is different. I mean,
332, 254. Breaking hearts out here. One more. Alright, YouTube, as you can see, we got a best run of 340 and 255. He does not have a tune yet. He just has the Meister Shaft exhaust with an intake, and that's it. I mean, no primary cat delete, literally just an axle back exhaust and intake, making 340 on a dyno jet. Not bad, not bad. I would say the BMWs, well, I know M3s at least, notoriously dyno kind of low, so it's not really impressive numbers, honestly. But come see him on the street. Might be a whole different story. I didn't realize they look so cool in person. Any mods yet? Stock?
Just spacers, suspension, KW sleeve coilovers.
Oh, you got the sleeves?
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about getting those.
Yeah.
Okay, so how low do you have it turned right now?
That's as low as it'll go in the front. So I'm actually, I wanted it to be a little bit lower, but
okay.
But the rear is perfect. It's actually just tucked in a little bit.
Okay.
But it rides smooth, and I got the EDC
I've heard it rides really good.
Yeah.
I've been between the KW sleeves and the KW V3 coilovers.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Chuck's M3 going up now. He just got it actually, based off of a couple of our YouTube videos. He said all he's done is suspension work. He did the KW sleeve kit to drop it down a little bit. He got the lip on the front, and he said spacers, right?
Yep.
That's it. So no performance mods. We're gonna get a baseline and see what she does before he starts any of that stuff. I'm sure he's got some stuff planned before he starts any of that stuff, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let's see what we got, y'all. It's probably hard to see from the video, but Jerez Black has like black and blue and purple and all types of stuff going on in it. But anyway, back to the car. $320, $249.
I don't even remember what I did.
The first one was 330, right?
Yeah.
All right, so intake and exhaust did 340. Stock, he just did 320. And they seem to get better, so let's see what the second run ends up being. We're gonna hit 330. Nice little jump that time, up 326. I'm thinking he's probably gonna hit the 330. The guy with the intake and exhaust did 330 on his first run. This guy's creeping up to 330. I'm thinking he's gonna match him on a stock car. Let's see what happens. Also, listen to that induction noise. We ended up at 329. 329 is where we ended up. So my other guy's first pull was 330 with the mods. He ended up at 329 stock. That is impressive. Also, they seem to get a lot stronger as you go. So I'm thinking with some more pulls, we might even get even more power. Can't talk. Might get even more power out of these things. This is impressive. I'm impressed. Not by the numbers. The numbers are weak. Like looking at these numbers compared to everything else is like, bro, this is whack. But I'm impressed, like, in seeing how the modifications change the cars and all the other little factors that go into it. All right, man, was that the number you were hoping for?
Not really, but I'll take it.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
Baseline, so exhaust is coming. We'll
Time
see.
for a supercharger now, right?
That's right, yeah. Screw it, it's over.
Right, right. So intake and exhaust,
Yes,
340.
sir.
And then bone stock,
Yeah,
330.
329.
329, 329, 340. So we're looking at about 11 more horsepower.
Technically 341.
11 more horsepower between intake and axle back exhaust. Not full exhaust, axle back exhaust and intake. 11 more horsepower on the dyno today.
Enigma Production.
Y'all see it, y'all know who it is up next. Let's see what we got. I have the most modified one here. I have, for you guys that don't know, I have a primary cat delete, Remus section rear exhaust. My second part of my X-Pipe is stock, so I still have the secondary cats, still have the secondary resonators, no intake, and a tune. So I'm the only one with a tune here. I have a tune and a primary cat delete. That's my differentiating factor from the rest of them, but no intake. So let's see what happens. I know she looks good up there, that's all I know. Alright, so we're getting all hooked up. About to get latched up on there, see what kind of numbers we make. I'm gonna premise this by saying, I'm not a fan of dynos, but I'm doing this pretty much for the channel. And as a point of reference for people so they can see the progression from stock to what the other guy had, intake and rear section exhaust, to mostly full bolt-on except for a secondary cat delete. And just kind of see a progression, see if there's any progression. I might be the lowest one here. See if there's any type of power gains, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you know what I like to say. Pump all this dyno stuff. Come see me in Mexico, and we'll talk about it. All right?
close, wasn't I, with the torque?
You were. So we got 351, 268. I'll take that for my first run.
They seem to get faster and faster.
359, 267. 359. 359.97. $360, $269. All right, we ended up at 360 with 269 pound-feet of torque. Numbers, like I said, kind of low, but I'll run any of y'all in Mexico. Any of you. Let's do it. Ask D how that E92 does on that street, though. But anyway, nah, that's a good reference because my first guy was 330, second guy was 340, and I'm at 360. So between the tune, between the stock one, and mostly full bolt on other than the secondary cat delete, you're talking about going from 329, and then you had intake and rear section, and yours was 340?
Yeah, and 355. Or 255, my bad.
Okay, and then full bolts on other than secondary cats is 360. 360 and what's that, 269?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There you go. There's your point of reference. To conclude the M3 video, y'all, I got my guy Chuck here, who's gonna tell us about, he went from a 335 to an M3, and we're gonna talk about why we chose them, though they seem to make a little bit less power for less money. For more money, more money.
Yeah, for me, I've always wanted an M3, so it was more of a status thing, I think, for me. I knew it had less power, less torque, but it is a totally different car. I mean, when you get into it, you turn it on, I mean, you know you're in a monster. You know, handling is superb. It's just a different car.
Yeah, it's a very different car. You can find a lot of stuff that makes more power for less money. I mean, let's be real. A lot of stuff does. They do not make a lot of power. But it's all about the feeling you get when you drive that car. You know you're in an M3. And I will say, listen to these dynos. Though these 335s do sound good, I feel like our M3s sounded better. Alrighty, guys. So that should wrap up this video. We got the 335 guys coming up separately. So I'm gonna make a separate video for the M54 guys. I know you guys are probably gonna want to compare the M54 dyno numbers to the E92 M3 dyno numbers, because you know you 335 guys have always got to prove that you can make more power. So I'm gonna make sure I provide a video of y'all of that, showing that y'all can indeed make more power and that we indeed do not care. But this has been Cal, Nowhere Drive 229. I'm gonna get back in here and get this 335 video for y'all. But remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll probably post this video up on Facebook, the Facebook groups, as well as I'll throw it up in the on the forum so people can get an idea of what kind of power these cars made, you know, back to back, same day, same dyno, with different modifications. But anyway, this has been Cal, Nowhere Drive 229. Catch y'all boys on the next video.